Hi everyone, just wanted to do an update video on the truck. We're going to be putting a 6-liter, this guy, into the truck soon, and just wanted to give everybody kind of the baseline of where the truck was before we put that in there. So I bought this truck in 2018 from Alabama, just a stock truck. I think I bought it for around $4,000 for 5.3, 195,000 miles with a 4L60. And we ended up pulling the engine out, redoing that. It was a stock bottom end BTR stage 2 turbo cam, 862 heads. Motion Raceworks can went on it sooner than that, but Holly high ram, FIC 1000 injectors. So the way this progressed, after we put the 5.3 in there, it made about 360 to the wheels, and the 4L60 went out after about a season. We knew that was going to happen. When we did that, we went to a Hughes Performance TH400 billet input shaft, billet forward hub, transbrake. Have the transbrake hooked up to the PPP shifter. It will be hooked up to air eventually. Just haven't got that far yet. After we got the transmission in, went to turbo pretty quick after that. We went to a Precision 76, 75 trick turbo kit with the cast stainless steel header. You can see the paint chipping off on it. The exhaust took a while, but the manifold did not. That'll get redone here when we're putting the other engine in. We also have a few more things we have to maintenance while we're in there. So after we got done with the transmission, we took the truck out to the track. We had it out for a few times. We lost an axle, so we took the opportunity to go to a 9-inch, has a 3.89 gear, dual adjustable Viking shocks. Coilovers are in the front. I'll show you guys that next. But these brakes on this 9-inch, I got the cheap Ford Explorer kit. They're warped. Those are going to be leaving. We'll go to Wilwood's in the back. Got stainless steel braided lines. Suspension is on mono leafs on caltracs. I'm sure I'll put a video up for when I get these brakes looked at, but these rear ones just warped stopping way too hard on them with that Explorer kit. Are sitting on some single beadlocks. When we were racing, we were spinning the tire about halfway around the wheel. Yeah. So just a quick look under here from our 9-inch. We had our drive shaft redone when we got the different rear end. It's kind of dirty down here from all the car shows we went to last year. Then we go up to our transmission. We got a drive shaft loop and our cross member for our transmission up there. So here you can see our transmission cross member, and then we come across to our TH400. We do have a dump valve on this guy. A little hard to see up there by the exhaust, but it is there. We got that hooked up right with the PPP shifter. You can see our exhaust coming over from our turbo kit. We are leaking a little bit of oil. That's an old one, but we are still fighting that oil leak. It should be fine with the new engine. As long as we keep that catch can the same one, we should be fine. And you can see our tubular cross cradle member up there. So here's our front suspension. We have some DJM lower control arms, and then the double adjustable shocks for the front with Viking 550 springs. We had some 750s, but it wasn't really helping us out at the track. Stock upper A-arms. Here's our front wheel and brake setup, Wilwood's with the conversion. This is what we're going to be going to in the rear, just to make it the same and then get rid of that cheap Explorer kit. So for a fuel pump, we have an Aeromotive 3.5. We run a 16-gallon fuel cell. The newest thing that just got done was the cage. I did have it done by Go Fast. Decided to have them do it. I just didn't have enough time to do it myself, and not a welder. We are going to be sanding this down, priming it, and painting it. We're going to go with a hammer tone. This paint that I had on there was just to keep it from rusting. I had this cage sitting around for probably since 2019 and just wanted to keep the rust off from it. So that'll be the first thing. we'll be getting that all, the cage done and set away. Then we'll be pulling out the 5.3 and putting the 6-liter in. So just as the appearance of the vehicle, we have a street concept bumper on the front. It's a fiberglass bumper. You guys can see in my shorts how I got that attached, but just have one of these on each side, and then underneath I have a click button. 4 of them, they come off. And then on the back it has a roll pan. Nothing crazy. Well, that's it for the appearance. This is pretty much how the truck's gonna stay. Wrap with kind of a secondary idea when we were doing the bumper. We just put some on the mirror. Kind of looks good, so I think I'm gonna leave that. So I'll be doing shorts on this engine pull as we go, but there's a few things we're gonna correct and help when we pull this out. We got this coolant bypass down here that's been seeping for a long time. We're gonna go ahead and replace that. We're gonna reuse the intake, all the fuel injectors, fuel rails. We'll be upgrading the fuel return line to a bigger AN size, be using all of our front accessories. And then also, while we got this out, we're gonna be taking off the front clip, taking off the intercooler radiator to get it out, probably repaint our manifold, and then also the new oil pan from Summit does not use a oil level sensor, so we'll be bypassing those wires, get that out of there. And then the rack and pinion return line has a small seepage. I want to take a look at, maybe we can fix that up real. So here's the plans going forward from that engine to this engine. So real quick, this is just a 6.0 I got from a Hummer. We did a Summit Pro Forged LS rotating assembly, 30 over H-beams, ARP rod bolts, studs, mains, all that. And then we went with the 12cc dish pistons, and then it's not on here yet, but we are doing the Summit oil pan, the fabricated one with the trap doors. Reason why we haven't got this fully done is we're using the timing cover off the old engine with the turbo drain. We'll get that pulled off from the old engine, put on here. We're using the valley cover, and like I said, we're gonna reuse all of our accessories and our intake on this guy. 317 heads, BTR stage 2 turbo cam, same cam we had in the other engine, and then rocker shafts and valve covers from BTR. Pretty simple setup, not gonna be pushing too much through here. We got the rings gapped for about 25 pounds. We're hoping to only use about 20 to get where we wanna be. On that note about how much power we wanna put through this, how much pounds of boost, we're running about 13 pounds in the truck right now. That's getting us about 580 to the wheels, and that's why we're building a different engine. We knew that the stock bottom end on this has Gen 3 rods. It wasn't gonna last. Might as well upgrade it now, get it done. Our plan with the truck is to hit a 999. Right now, the best we've ran is a 10.7, and we just put about 87 pounds of weight into the truck with the cage. So we're gonna be busy this year. Thanks guys for watching. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comments, and thank you.